want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below.
Len and Mia, that family's still pretty shaken up by what happened. This home was riddled with bullets while 5 children slept upstairs. And tonight we're learning that suspect may have opened fire on the wrong house. Those were the first 6 shots that woke up Mike Jerica and his family.
He just started yelling and screaming, open the effing door and nobody gets hurt.
It was 1:15 in the morning and Mike felt like his home was under attack.
My mind was thinking, this is like an invasion, you know, I mean, I wasn't sure what was going on, but it wasn't good. There was bad intentions.
The man at the door had an AR-15 and he kept shooting.
He shot 46 rounds into the front door and window.
Mike grabbed his pistol and took cover while his wife called 911. His focus, keeping the shooter out of his home at all costs.
What the f is going down?
It was going to be him, or it was going to be him and me, because I was going to do everything in my power to make sure that my wife and kids were okay.
Turns out the man outside his home was his backdoor neighbor, identified by investigators as Russell Day. Ring doorbell video captures sirens as officers began responding. In the video, you hear the suspect's son tell his dad he's making a mistake.
I feel absolutely horrible for my neighbor.
Tisha Coltis says those bullets were intended for her home. They'd known the suspect and his family for years. Their families even socialized together. But investigators tell us Day was intoxicated and upset their dogs had been barking earlier Monday.
He waited till 1 o'clock in the morning when my dogs were not outside. They were at home in the house, asleep with me in the bed, and start at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's just mind-blowing.
Back inside Mike's home.
The majority of the rounds that came through the door and went through the hallway here.
High-powered bullets tore through drywall and doors, somehow missing the family portrait. It's hard to believe no one was injured or killed. Disbelief tonight, all this over a dog.
You're looking to take somebody's life, in my opinion, you know, and we're just so thankful that, you know, we were all safe and we're here today.
Constable Mark Herman tells us tonight Day will face charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. He remains locked up tonight.
So I just want to just let any black people out there know, specifically, you saw exactly what happened here, right? This is a nice suburban neighborhood. Everybody has a nice yard. Everybody has nice houses, you know, families, pretty quiet, pretty well kept. You know, nothing of the sort, in a sense, looks dangerous. But here we have it. A neighbor was angry, was mad that the dogs were barking. And on top of that, he ended up going after the wrong house. And the wrong house he shot up 60 something odd times. 60 something odd times. Maybe I might be incorrect. Maybe it might have been 40. I'm not sure. Maybe I might have reversed the number. I don't know. But it's one too many. It's something that should have never taken place. So I'm just going to state that for a lot of the black people out there that think that if you're running from, you know, the city and you think you're going to end up somewhere better, you think that there's not a potentiality that anything is going to happen, you might want to think again. Because like I said, expect the unexpected. There's stuff out there that you don't know anything about and you're moving to a brand new area. This is some of the things that you could very easily see that can take place. Now, look at how the cops and everybody treated this dude with kid gloves. You heard the father basically state, you can literally see it in his face. He was like, yo, man, I didn't think I was going to survive that. It was like I was going to have to really put my life directly on the line in order to protect my family, because he was not making it. He said it was either going to be me or it was going to be both of us. He didn't give no other alternative. No other alternative. And it's amazing to me how the response was way different. Like the police, you didn't see no marks on him. You didn't see nothing. He didn't look any worse for the wear. This dude was intoxicated, which is the excuse, and he decided to roll over to his neighbor's yard, and he decided he just wanted to fire rounds. And then that guy, his son, had to come out and basically tell him, like, yo, dad, you got the wrong house. This is not even the wrong. And then you see a shadow walk back to a vehicle, whatever it was. That's crazy. You could have literally taken out that whole family just because of your stupidity. And if this family don't be pressed, if they don't press charges, I don't know what to tell people. I don't know what to tell people at all. Because that dude, he was not even attempting. He was looking to take life. That's exactly what 60 something odd times. You're looking to catch somebody. You're looking to catch not one body. You are looking to catch some bodies. Plural. More than one. That's literally what he was doing. If he does not receive prison time, I don't know what to tell you. There should be at no point in time that anybody should feel sorry, that people should be like, oh well, he's older and he was drinking. He really didn't mean it. It's the best. No, 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 no. He meant every single bullet. Every single bullet that passed through the drywall, that passed through the walls in his house. Every single bullet that passed through that door, the lock in the door, every single bullet that shattered glass, he meant all of that. And he should have to face time. Whatever rest of the time that he has on this planet, all of that should be spent locked up in prison. There should be no reason why this dude is out here with the public, why he's able to have a weapon. He needs to be prosecuted, not just for the safety of that family and the surrounding area, but also for everybody else. Because if he's willing to act like this with a neighbor, he's not going to have no care for strangers. And these are people that he talked to. He know the families, all of that. And this is what he did. Just imagine what he'll do to a stranger. Just imagine what he'll do to you. Oh, it's curtains. It's over. And I bet you he won't miss them. I bet you he won't be intoxicated that time. Like I said, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is 1,000% ridiculous. And again, I'm bringing this up for two reasons. Number one, to showcase the fact that crime and different things of that nature, shootings do take place in Caucasian communities. Number two, I'm doing this to showcase to a lot of black people out here that just because everything looks sweet, nice, and neat in a whole nother area opposite yours, don't mean that it's better. It's just kept up to a higher grade. It's just not shown or talked about everywhere. That's just a clear cut difference. That's all it is. That's all it is. Like I said, I'm happy that nobody was hurt. And yeah, that's it.